Okay. Hey, everybody. I am live with Rich and Anthony and Glory from Rich Design Group, and they are live at the Tacoma Remodeling Expo right this second. How are you guys doing?
Terrific.
Fantastic. How's it going at the show right now? Is it pretty busy?
Not too busy. There's some people around, but not a whole lot.
Okay. Well, that's great because it gives us a chance to talk a little bit about what you're doing. So, for people that don't know Rich Design Group, would you guys spend a little time telling me about when you started, what you're doing? I'd love to know more about that. Our people would love to know more about that.
Rich Design Group was founded in 1999. I'm the founder, Rich Melchior, architectural designer.
Yeah.
Gloria, my wife, joined a few years later as our interior designer. And then Anthony, our son, joined 10 years later, started in the design department, and then took over our construction division, and now runs his own Rich Design and Build company.
Fantastic. That's amazing. So, a father, son, a family-oriented business. And tell me a little bit about what you're designing. Is it commercial? Is it residential? Whereabouts does this take place? I've got a bunch of questions for you.
Our primary business is residential remodeling and custom homes. We do some light commercial, some remodeling, kitchen and bath design, um, but primarily major remodeling and custom homes.
Wow, that's amazing. So, people that use your services, why do they come to you?
Well, we've been in business for 25 years. I started in the construction business before I went back to school for design. So I look at the projects as a builder and a designer. We have kitchen and bath design knowledge, architectural design knowledge, interior design knowledge, engineering knowledge, and all the building knowledge. So we have a bigger package than most anyone else.
Oh, okay, that's amazing. Let's get this out. We'll ask you a couple of times, but how do people get a hold of you if they're not at the Tacoma Remodeling Show Expo at the moment? How would they reach you guys?
We have websites that they can find us on, and we have phone numbers and websites that they can get a hold of us at. If they want to get a quote or come out and do a first appointment, and we can look at their project and scope of work and see how we can help them out.
So richdesigngroup.com.
Yes.
Rich Design Group, all one word, .com. So that's where you want to go. And from there, you can contact you wonderful folks by email or by telephone and take it from there.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay, so when you're doing a design, people come to you. Do they come to you well before the construction started, I'm assuming? And how do you help them get through that process of budget and timelines? That must be to me, that would be some of the bigger challenges. People come to you when they want a house done or a major remodel done, and they're really not sure of the time. Maybe they have a timeline that's not within expectation, or they have a budget that might not be big enough, or maybe too big. I don't know. How do you deal with some of those questions?
Well, we certainly try to let people understand somewhere between what their expectations are and what reality is. The realities are different with every project, every city, county, state, country that they live in. So understanding those different parameters helps us to be able to let them know from where they are what those time frames are going to be, and then whether their project is small, medium, large, or extra large, can help them understand the time frame that they'll be looking at from a dealing standpoint.
So, like, managing expectations is probably a big part of your business, helping people understand what's expected when a project or a design is taking place. What are the major things that maybe give me the top three things? The top three things that people must avoid, customers must avoid doing, so that they don't get themselves in a situation where their expectations aren't being met. Maybe the top two or three things that you'd recommend that they either do or not do or not think about while they're trying to design and build a place.
Well, first of all, I tell them you have to accept the reality that it's going to take twice as long as you think it should take. You can't start too early because of the bureaucracy of the world that we live in today. And it's probably going to cost twice as much as you think it should cost.
Wow. How do you tell them that up front and say, hey, listen, it's probably going to take you a lot longer than you think, and it's probably going to cost more than you think, and then you can manage those expectations going in so that budget creep doesn't become a standard issue for people as they go along?
I like to be as realistic as possible. A lot of architects and designers might try to paint a softer picture up front, but I like to just be honest. Things are going to take what they're going to take, and don't get involved if you're not ready to deal with the reality of what the truth is.
Is that one of the things you find that sets your company, Rich Design Group, apart from other design companies? Is that your authenticity, your willingness to be upfront and honest with people?
Honesty is the key.
It sure is. Tell us anything else you want to tell us, like some of your notable design projects that you've done that you've enjoyed, or anything along those lines.
Well, one thing because of our experience, one thing we're known for is complexity. We tend to do more complex projects that a lot of people won't handle because they're too difficult, or too complex, or considered to be undoable. It's just a building. We can figure out a way to do anything with a building.
Yes.
We tend to take on more complicated things.
And do you deal with all of the complexities of dealing with government regulations and standards, etc.? I mean, you want to take as much of the headache away from the customer as possible, I'm assuming.
Yes, we assume all liability and all responsibility of working with the municipalities. So the homeowner, as we always say, this should be the funnest thing the homeowner ever does.
Yeah.
They're going to design and build their dream home. It should they're going to spend a lot of money and they're going to live in it for the rest of their life. It should be the funnest thing you ever do, and that's our goal, is to make it that way, start to finish.
That must be a really good feeling for you when you finally are able to hand over the project back to the customer. A sense of pride, a sense of accomplishment, knowing that you've created something that's going to be lasting for generations.
Absolutely.
It's why we say everybody deserves a rich design.
Yes, they definitely do. They definitely do. Is there anything else we should cover? Any other things you'd like to talk about the expo currently? Should people come down to your booth still? How long is it on for?
It's through Sunday, tomorrow. We've been here for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this is one of our primary marketings that we do. We get a lot of good, solid leads from here, and then we get referrals from this, and first, second, third phases on projects because we do a good job. And we are a family-owned business. That speaks volumes, and we really treat people like we want to be treated as families. We do a good job because it has our name on our projects, and we want to have a good reputation. And like you said earlier, we want people to enjoy their homes for many years to come, and we take a lot of pride in that.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So everybody, it's Rich Design Group. So it's richdesigngroup.com. If you go to the website, richdesigngroup.com, you can look at the projects. You can see their testimonials, their reviews. You can get the contact information. You can see how the process works. They will define the process for you, and then as they bring you on board, they'll customize that process very distinctly and very specially just for you on your project. And then there's communication all along the way, the whole time, from the very start to the very finish. You're communicating with these people. If anything is concerning you, you pick up the phone and you just call Gloria, or you call Rich, you call Anthony. And if they don't have the answer for you already, they'll get it for you probably same day, because of course the last thing you need is extra stress when you're spending a fair amount of money and you're building your dream home. And that's great, guys. Anything else that you want to go over?
Yeah, I just want to say one thing great about our process is we can help everybody from the beginning to the end. So if somebody wants to start with design and get it built, that we can help them through that whole process.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you could take it from a piece of dirt. They've bought a piece of land and they want to come to you and say, I have some ideas. And then you take them and guide them on the idea, dream side of it, until it becomes concrete. It becomes an actual design build, and then it goes from there.
Yep.
What-
It starts with their ideas, and then we can take it from there and make it their dream come true.
Yeah. Yeah. What happens when you have to tell a customer that they can't build a sky bridge 200 feet over the Pacific Ocean? Is just not going to work, and that dream's going to be shattered? How do you let them know that they can't have a 6-story car garage on the edge of a cliff? I mean, there must be some interesting stories you've probably come across.
We've never had to say no.
You've never had to say no. Oh, I love it. I love it.
I would say you can do anything for a price.
Yeah, that's true. I guess that's very, very true. All right, guys. Well, that's great. Good luck at the expo in Tacoma. And I hope that all the dreams come true of the people that come and visit you and get a chance to talk with you guys. Again, we're dealing with Anthony on the left, Rich in the center, and Glory. Total family business, Rich Design Group. And they're going to help you get your dreams come true as affordably, but as crazy as you want, no matter anything in between that. So go see them or contact them at richdesigngroup.com and get your dreams started right away. Good to see you guys.
Thank you.